motore.
Are you recording?
Action. No more clapper. It's all about that audio.
Hi, I'm Zizi from Restaurant Clay, and I'm going to share with you some tips for avoiding burnout.
Hi, I'm Brian Canlis from Canlis Restaurant, and here's a few tips to avoid restaurant burnout.
Hi everyone, my name is Abby Miller. I'm a recent graduate from the Culinary Institute of America, December of 2020. And today I want to talk to you guys about my 3 tips of how to reduce burnout within the industry as a young professional.
Hi, I'm Aisha. I'm the chef from Canlis in Seattle. I'm just here to share a few tips about how to prevent burnout.
So let's get started. My first tip, and my most important one, would be understanding burnout and understanding the warning signs. And for me, I found this to be so important because it's what helped me, understand that I was going through burnout in the kitchen. Understand that if you're going into work with a negative attitude, more so than, loving what you do every day, you're experiencing burnout, of negativity, if you're pulling away from work. If you find yourself more anxious and depressed, you're experiencing a burnout. And I find that to be so important to understand those signs and those warning signs so you can take action sooner rather than later.
So my 2 tips as an owner of a restaurant for other chef owners or owners who are also in front of the house would be to have quite a steady and stable schedule for your team. We managed to do it at Clay by closing 2 days always. I know some places are not capable of doing it just because of cost and they need to open 7 days, but try to keep it as stable as possible for them. And also when something is going on with any member of your team, address it right away and always put their needs as a priority before the business. Because at the end, the people make the restaurant, and if they are happy, then the guests are happy too.
My first tip is to have fun. Learn to play with your staff. Sometimes after service, we stay up late playing laser tag all over the restaurant. We'll all go out together. We'll do something fun and unexpected. You gotta learn to play together. Yesterday, our whole staff went up and cut down Christmas trees in the woods. So please, figure it out how to have fun together.
I think number 1, consider your people. They're not machines, the cooks and the sous chefs or myself. Everybody has a limit, everyone has a capacity, so I think that's a great piece of advice, is to always consider the people.
Second tip would be to surprise your staff. The other day we got Shake Shack burgers instead of staff meal. Sometimes in the middle of service, I'll run out and grab a whole bunch of crazy snacks from the grocery store to surprise them afterwards. Do things that are surprising and silly, that are unexpected, that break up the day-to-day, and that make your staff feel seen, known, and loved.
My tip as an owner of a restaurant, as a chef, would be to learn to take some time for yourself. In my case, I go swimming in the morning, or I like to read and spend some time with my family. But it's important to switch off, and also for creativity, it helps a lot to go dining out and travel if you can. But yeah, if you stay on your routine and with all the issues that the restaurant has, something breaks, someone doesn't come, then you kind of get frustrated and your creativity can be also stuck or blocked. So it's good when you kind of have this holy time for yourself. And also the better you are, the more you can give to your team, because it has a strong influence on the team when a leader is in a positive mood and it's healthy, because it comes from the top. So I would say take care of yourself, and this way you will be happier and your team will be happier as well.
My second tip is being in a workplace worth working. And it may sound so cliche, but if you're not in a workplace that, doesn't understand mental health and doesn't allow you to have a life outside of the kitchen, and, we love the industry and we know what it takes to be in it, but it's so important to find that workplace that, is worth working in, that, you have a balance, because mental health not talked about enough within the industry, but it's so important.
Number two, I think trying to create the healthiest schedule possible. Our goal as a restaurant is to provide a 4-day work week for the team. I think it's going to lead to a much better and balanced lifestyle for everyone.
A tip for a healthy team and to avoid burnout would be to have an open communication, that everybody feels empowered to speak up when something is wrong. Not only when something is wrong, when they see that something can be changed or improved. And if everybody shares their mind, the place is going to be better, the team is going to be happier. But this needs to be for every level of the restaurant. So from each position, they should be listened to, and this will help a lot, the team.
And number three, I think in terms of engagement, we try to provide a really healthy learning environment. Canlis has always been known for that within Seattle, but I'd love to make that a thing, and that is also very important and considered nationwide or internationally, that it's important to be an open learning environment for kitchens. So we try to work very hard at making sure our team has the knowledge and the support they need.
And my last tip is understanding your worth. And what I mean by this, whether, male in the kitchen, female in the kitchen, it's okay to put your foot down. You don't have to, stay at a place for 5 years in hopes that they'll appreciate you in 6. Understand your worth and know that if you're feeling, so limited to what you do on a daily, not appreciated to the point where you should be, it's okay to put your foot down and speak up about it, because that's how changes are made within the industry. These are my 3 tips for reducing burnout in the industry.